Hello and welcome to another GCN training session. Today you're joined by myself and we have a 30-minute session which is really going to maximize the time available. We have some short, sharp, intense efforts which we're going to do in the saddle at a higher cadence. And I tell you what, it's going to get the legs burning and it's going to get you sweating. We are joined by some really special guests today. We have Hank, Katie, Max and Emily at the back there. And we're going to be getting a solid workout today. Now we're starting off with 5-minute warm-up. So take this time to ease yourself into the session. Make use of the time because this is a short, sharp session and we will be doing some maximal effort. So make sure you are properly warmed up. And you want to make sure you're loose and relaxed as well. So move around the bike a little, try some different positions out. Personally, I always like to kind of arch my back, activate your muscles. So curve your back, stretch again, get out of the saddle as well. And as we progress through the 5 minutes, you can begin to increase your effort and just kind of increase your heart rate as well. So for anyone interested, I'd look to get my heart rate up to about 120, 130 before I started getting into kind of the serious work of the day. Now, today we will be doing short, sharp, and intense efforts, like I said. We're starting off with 6 shorter efforts. And we'll be beginning with quite short efforts and they will increase in length. So we'll start off with 15 seconds and we'll progress to 30 seconds at max effort. And the recovery between each effort is going to decrease as well. So towards the end of this block, you're going to be starting to feel like you haven't had enough recovery between each effort. But this is good because you'll be getting more work from each effort. And we will have 5 minutes recovery after that first block. Then we're going straight back into some 30-second max efforts. Again, minimal recovery between each. So you will be feeling it towards the end of this block. Have another bit of recovery, and then we'll finish off with a 1 minute, to 1 minute actually, maximal efforts in the seat, where you really kind of wring out any last bit of energy you have left. So we have 2 minutes 30 remaining in this warm-up period. Hank, how are you feeling? Are you ready for this session?
Yeah, I'm feeling good. Just making use of this time to go up through the gears, starting off nice and easy, and then ramping it up a bit so I'm nice and sufficiently warm when we go into those hard efforts. But this is a really good session to just cram in at any time of the day, really. Before breakfast, midday, or even in the evening. Sometimes we just don't have that time, so getting a nice short but really hard session in really does help. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm a bit nervous, but I'm looking forward to it.
Don't worry, I won't go too hard on you. But let's talk about those efforts. So they are maximal, but I want you to stay in the saddle. So you kind of have to try and keep it controlled. And I want you to focus on a higher cadence of above 100 RPM if you do have a cadence monitor. And if not, just try and keep really good leg speed above what you'd usually ride at, so a bit above your comfort zone. So not only are we working on the leg speed, we're also doing quite a sharp, intense effort. So before we start each sprint, I want you to drop it down a gear, get your cadence going before we start that sprint. Then during the sprint, make sure you're in a gear you can really get the power down and not be I want you to get the most out of each sprint. So make sure you're ready in the correct gear before we get going. We have 1 minute to go, so we're getting there. I'm gonna get up through the gears myself. I'm gonna get in the big ring. We're getting ready, people. How are we feeling? Come on, let's get some energy. This is gonna be quick and fast now. We're in some solid bursts here. I want you to be really ready for the effort, okay? So come on, let's get going. 45 seconds until we start this sprint. Okay, warm-up's over. Start increasing the leg speed a little, move up through the gears. And remember, with 10 seconds before we start this effort, try and be in the gear you want or close enough so you're not messing around too much with gear changes during the sprint. So 20 seconds to go now. Think about that sprint, think about how you're gonna get through it. Remember, seated effort. So if you can, do it on the drops. 10 seconds to go. Let's go. I'm gonna count you in from 5. Okay, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Come on. Come on, push it. 10 seconds to go. Come on, as hard as you can. Here we go. Come on. Go on, right, head down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and easy. Now, don't ease up too much. 45-second recovery, and then we're going straight back into it. Another 15 seconds of intense work. Knock it down 2 gears. Keep the legs moving. Focus on this next effort. Remember, the recovery is going to decrease as we progress through this block. So focus, keep the effort going. Remember, we do have recovery at the end of this block, so you will have time to settle back into the session. So coming up to 10 seconds until the next sprint. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and sprint, seated. Come on, push through the gears. High cadence, keep the effort going. And you're gonna feel the legs burn now on this second effort. And stop. Easy, easy riding now. 45 seconds. We'll have one more 15-second sprint, and then we'll be progressing to a 30-second sprint. Get the breath under control. Try and focus on your heart rate. Let yourself recover a little bit and get ready for this next sprint. This will really burn the legs. It's a great one to maximize short time you do have available to ride. Come on now. Keep the head. 10 seconds until the next effort. So start thinking about your gear again. Come on, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Come on. Push up through the gear. Come on. Up, up, up. Come on, you can do it. 5 seconds to go. Nearly there, come on. And stop, easy. Last 45-second recovery, and then it was gonna be 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. 3 30-second efforts. You'll be feeling it now. You'll be feeling out of breath. You'll be struggling to hold a conversation like myself, but this is what it's all about. The hard work will be worth it, and this is a brilliant session. And you'll feel the fitness even in the few days after it, to be honest. Oh, right, 10 seconds until the next sprint. Come on, guys. Let's focus now on the drops, in the saddle. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on. Max effort. Max sprint, 30 seconds. Come on. If you can, move up through the gears. Keep the cadence high. 20 seconds to go. Keep the cadence, don't drop it off. Keep working hard, come on. Put in that energy. Come on. 10 seconds to go, come on. This is the last hard stretch. Nearly there, come on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and recover. Keep the legs spinning. Keep the legs spinning if you want to get out of the saddle at this moment. Now's a good time. Get a bit of rest in. We have 2 30-second sprints to go. 15 seconds of easy riding now left. And we're heading straight back into that 30 seconds. Don't worry about getting into an easier gear and progressing through the gear as the sprint develops. Ready? 3 seconds to go. 2, 1, and max effort. Max effort in the saddle, Hank. And through the gears. Pick it up if you can. Keep the cadence high. Don't let it drop. Come on, only one more after this. You can do it. Come on, pick it up. 10 seconds to go. 10 seconds. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and recover. Right. 30 seconds recovery. Then we have our last 30-second effort. I want you to give it all you have on this one, okay? Keep the motivation. Keep believing in yourself. Breath will be pretty high now. 10 seconds to the next sprint, okay? In the saddle, remember, if it helps getting an easier gear. 3, 2, 1, and push, 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 push. 30 seconds, get the cadence high. Get the cadence high and then change up into a harder gear if you can. All right. And up. Come on. Last 30 second sprint, then we have a big recovery. Come on. 15 seconds. Come on. Up, up, up. 10 seconds to go. This is hard now. Come on. Come on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and recover. Oh, knock it back. Good work. Good work. Nice, easy gear now. Take a minute, really easy. Just catch your breath. Take on a sip of water when you're ready. And use this period to get back on top of everything. We have some intense work coming up next. If you got to this point, you're doing really well. You're gonna fly through the next bit. So make the most of this now and try not to get carried away in this period. I really do mean it. Take it easy because you want to get the most out of these next hard efforts. Really get the quality in. It's that real intense effort which is really going to get you all your work today. Really going to allow you to see the benefit, especially when you get back out on the road. All those sharp accelerations you might do on a rolly road or if you're in a group ride, this is perfect for that. If you're looking to race, you're in a breakaway scenario, for example, I always love this type of session because it really gives me that kind of high-end leg speed, which I'd need to come through in a group and stop me suffering too much when I got on the back of that group as well. But it would also be great for general riding, especially, as I said, in areas where the terrain does vary quite a lot and you really feel the benefit in those areas. Hank, how are you feeling so far? How are you coping with the workload?
Yeah, it's a great session. They're hard and they're intense, but they're super useful to really work on that leg speed. And it's a bit of an art, isn't it? Being able to put out high leg speed and sprints in the saddle, but it's something really worth working on. So if you're just new to cycling, or you're an old hand and you spend a lot of time on the bike, use these sessions to either work on that leg speed or just to fire up that metabolism, get the blood pumping and get a good workout in.
Yeah, definitely. I think seated accelerations are so important in any part of cycling. Personally as well, if you're in a crosswind or you're struggling to hold a wheel, just being able to dig deep in the saddle is so valuable in cycling. Just remember, when we are doing these seated sprints, do think about your gear selection. If it helps, get into an easier gear before you start the sprint and then ramp up through the sprint as it progresses. This will save you changing gear immediately as the sprints start, and potentially jumping gears. You want to maximize the time available in that sprint. Make sure if it's a 15 second, a 30 second, or a minute sprint, you're really putting down the power for the whole time period. Especially when you're strapped for time a bit, you do want to make sure you get the workload and the amount of time available for those intense efforts. We have a minute 50 until we start the next sprint. So this is going to be a longer sprint now, so really going to feel it. We have 3 45-second seated efforts with only 15-second recovery. So this is going to be the toughest part of the session. Take some confidence. You can do it. If you've got this far, you can definitely do this next bit. There's only 3, whereas before we did 6. So take some heart from that and just give it your best. Don't worry too much if you feel like your power's dropping off or your strength's dropping off. All I want you to do is just give your max when we are going for that sprint, okay? If it helps, start out hard and fade towards the end, or build up through the effort. But just give it your all. This is 10 out of 10 on the effort scale. So, a minute to go. Start to pick the effort up a little bit. Change up the gears. Get out of the saddle. Get yourself in that mindset of a high intensity sprint. 50 seconds to go. Feel the nerves already.
Well, I'm getting nervous.
Feel the nerves of the sprint. It's good. You want to maximize that adrenaline, make the most of that adrenaline. So that's going to help you push yourself further and harder. So, come on. Here it comes. 35 seconds. We're doing well. This is it. Imagine you're in a really tough race, a really hard ride. You're struggling here, but you've got the mental fortitude to push through. This is going to be your moment. Right. 15 seconds to go, okay? I'm going to get in the big ring, get into an easier gear. I'm going to kick through the gears, push up into harder gears as the sprint progresses. Right. You ready, everyone? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on, max effort, 45 seconds. Come on, in the saddle. Right. Push up through the gears if you can. Higher cadence, and move into a harder gear. Come on. Every second counts. Come on. Come on. You're inside 30 seconds to go. Doing well. Come on. Up through the gears. Come on. You need to give everything now. Everything you've got. 15 seconds to go from now. Come on. 10 seconds to go. Keep in the saddle. Come on, this burns, I know, but keep going. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and recover. Good work, team, good work. Only 15-second recoveries now. This is a tough bit. Push on through, only 2 sprints to go. Right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and sprint. Max effort. Try and keep that cadence high. If you feel your leg speed slow, and keep pushing, get into high gear. If it helps, drop down the gears just to keep your leg speed high. But max effort. 20 seconds to go. My heart rate is at 175 now. I'm really on my limit. There's more recovery coming up. Push on, 10 seconds to go. Come on, you can do it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. This is tough.
They're hard, those are.
It's tough now. Come on. Last one.
Last one, let's make it a good one.
5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Stay in the saddle, I know it's tough. Stay in the saddle and push on. Come on. Come on, Max. Up through the gears. It burns everywhere. Doesn't matter who you are. It absolutely hurts like anything. Be worth it in the end. 20 seconds to go. Harder. Through the gears. Keep the leg speed high. Come on. Don't let up. Don't let up. Come on. To the end. Push, 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 push. Push. 5 seconds to go. Last effort. To the line. 2, 1. Recover. Right, stinging the tail now, guys. Only 10 seconds recovery. Easy, easy, easy. And then I want you to start clicking up through the gears. Not a max effort, but not relaxing too much. Come on, pick it up. Those of you at home, get back on the pedals and keep pushing. I want this effort to be just above what you did during your warm-up. So comfortable, but you're not relaxing either. We have 5 minutes of this. And just keep on top of those pedals and keep the heart rate relatively high. Take a sip of water now. This is the last time, really. We're going to finish off this session with 2 1-minute all-out efforts. Wring ourselves out. Every last drop of energy into this session.
2 1 minute.
2 times 1 minute. 30 seconds in between.
I don't know if I've got it.
Come on, Hank. You got this far. You got this far, Hank. You can do it. How are we feeling at the back there, Max?
Yeah, a little bit knackered, but like a little bit sharp as well. Like keen for the next effort. I'm glad you are, mate.
Whew. This is one of my favourite sessions when I was racing. I do this throughout the winter, and as the winter progressed, I start throwing in more accelerations. So I start off with something similar to this, and then kind of, once I got 3 months in, I'll be looking to triple or quadruple the length of the session. And personally, I found this made me really sharp from the gun when racing started in February. And I found it really increased my fitness, even in general rides, cruising with my mates to the cafe or even on longer climbs. It just helps your body overcome those accelerations that can really kind of weigh you down during a ride and allow the fatigue to add up. Remember, during this position, stay stamping on the pedals. Don't let up too much. Don't allow yourself to lose focus. Click up one more gear if you can. We've got under 3 minutes until the final bit of this session now. This is gonna be tough, okay? So if you do feel your speed drop off through the minute, don't worry. Just give it your maximum, give it all you've got. And you're really gonna maximize as well the fact you're tired already. And these longer sprints are coming right at the end of the session. So you're getting way more bang for your buck than if you did them at the start. This is a full-on effort under fatigue. So, come on. You can do it. I'm really feeling this as well. I tell you what. Hank, I want to see you give all you've got in these ones, okay, mate?
I'm going to do my absolute all, mate. That longer efforts that I'm going to just hang on to that last second. If you guys are feeling the same as I am, then just give it your absolute all. Dig in all the way to the line. If you're seeing your power drop, just stay on the gas. Don't get disheartened. Let's just do it all together, all the way to the end. Let's get to the line. 2 more efforts. We can do it.
Come on, you can do it. If you're listening to music now, this is the time to turn the volume up if you can. Really use everything you've got in your mental capacity to push on through this effort. Stay positive. I think that's the key. Don't think about that second minute, okay? Step by step. Let's get the first minute done first. Give that your maximum, and we'll cope with the second one afterwards. Let's get the best from ourselves. Remember, high cadence as well. Over 100 revs per minute if you can. That's really spinning the legs. And I personally think it helps to start in an easier gear so you get that cadence first and then progress through the gears. And once you get to kind of 40 seconds in, that's when you're really going to be hurting. And that's where you get the real work done. So come on, 50 seconds till this sprint. Get in the zone now. Last big breaths. Maybe one last bit out of the saddle. Remember, these efforts are seated. So if you want to stretch yourself a little bit and knock the pace off a little bit before we start this minute, then go for it. Okay? 30 seconds to go. Oh, I'm nervous. Remember, maximize this adrenaline. This is going to get you through the minute, okay? Oh, 20 seconds to go, right. Think about what gear you need to do a maximum effort. That's the big ring, get in it now. 15 seconds. Come on, everyone at home. Come on, 10 seconds now, come on. Full effort. Full power on the drops if you can. Seated, 3, 2, 1. Come on, come on, get the cadence up. Get the cadence up. Focus on that leg speed. Keep your upper body still. Now change up through the gears if you can. That's it. Now get on top of the leg speed again. High cadence, come on. Come on. Think of it as the last one. Do not think about what's coming next. Think about this one. Giving it all you've got. Come on, 30 seconds. Don't drop the leg speed. Keep the pedal to the floor. Come on. 20 seconds, full gas now. Come on. Come on. To the end. Push, push, push. Come on. Come on, nearly there. 5 seconds. Last bit. 3, 2, 1. Oh. And recover. Come on. Keep the legs turning. Get them turning as best you can. Now we're going into the final effort. Final 1 minute. This is it now. Anything you've got left, I want to see it. Are you ready? Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on. Push, get the cadence up. Push to get the cadence up first. And then just keep that effort going. Come on. Upper body still. Keep your form. Keep your form, keep the effort level high. Come on. That's it. Doing so well. This is a tough session now. Keep it going. To the line. Everything you've got. Everything you've got. We're under halfway. If you can, try and change up through the gear now. Final effort. Just push. Everything now, everything. 15 seconds. We're at 15 seconds to go now. 10. To the line. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And recover. Oh. Easy, keep the legs turning. Get on top of your breathing. Try to relax. And really just pedal easy now. Get on top of everything. Well done. That was a tough effort. That's as hard as they come now. Really is one of the toughest sessions I used to do. And you'll be feeling the benefits after it. We've got 3.5 minutes of warm down. So first off, get on top of your breathing. Allow your heart rate to come back down. Just keep the legs turning. In the last 2 minutes, we'll pick the pace up a small amount, just so that we're not stopping after a maximal effort. So important to allow your body to properly cool down and your legs won't seize up after doing such an intense session. Because trust me, that's one of the hardest that you can do, to be honest. Whew. Well done, everyone. Fantastic effort. Hank, how are you feeling after that one?
Mate, you dragged every single ounce of energy out of me on that one. I thought I was a goner, but I dug in on those last 2 minutes and it creeps up on you, doesn't it? This effort, you going in with those maxes, and then those last 2 minutes, that's your opportunity to make the most of it, really dig deep, get everything out of you. This session really does fit in well when you've got a busy schedule because it keeps you in tip-top condition. But yeah, it's not an easy one. So if you're feeling tired and you're feeling like that took a lot out of you, then don't worry, we're all in the same boat. You've done a stellar effort to get this far. Ooh, legs.
Fantastic effort, Hank. How's the cap? Is it wet? Can you bring that cap out?
Mate, the cap is sufficiently wet. I haven't done it hard enough to get a drop out, but.
Right, last 2 minutes of the cool down. Tick up one gear if you can, just to get a bit more tension in the legs. Make sure, keep the blood flowing a little bit during this cool down. Bring your body back down to earth after such an intense session. I hope you enjoyed this one. It's been great to share it with you. Thoroughly enjoyed it myself, and it's been a tough workout for me. It's that kind of sharp effort. And when the recovery is reducing throughout the session and you're starting each sprint a little bit below what you're comfortable with, it does all add up, as Hank said, and create a pretty brutal workout. So if you did enjoy it, hope to see you back again and try this session or another one. And if you did enjoy this video, please give it a big thumbs up and let me know how you found it in the comments section below. Whew. It's a tough one. Keep spinning those legs though if you want. Just sit up out of the saddle, stretch your back a little bit, move around, stretch. Oh. And I hope if you've completed this in the morning, have a great day. If this is the end of the day from you, I hope that's finished off your daily schedule nicely. I know it's finished off my day nicely. Okay, and if you did enjoy this session, don't forget we've got plenty more and you can find them here on the screen. Please do give them a look because they really are quality sessions and they'll get your heart pumping just as much as this one. Right, and also if you want plenty more videos, don't forget to subscribe to our new channel, GCN Training. Thanks for watching, everyone.